Hey everybody, my name is Pastor Jay, and now I'm gonna need you to keep this between me and you. So I'm here to take you behind the scenes and show you how we make the 10-Minute Tuesday. So first and foremost, I want to start off by saying thank you to everybody that's been tuning in and checking out our 10-Minute Tuesdays. For those of you that have been sharing and providing feedback, we've gotten some crazy traction on this move that we've started, and we're definitely going to keep that going. So I want to first of all encourage you, tune in this coming Tuesday, 10 a.m. We're going to be launching our next episode. Minister Rhonda Davis is going to be sitting down with Elder Kenwan Flynn. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that opportunity to learn more about him and his Burleigh Chamber days. But I do want to also thank the couple of people that really have played such a huge part in all of us working together to build something like this. And that's starting off with Pastor Jason Mims. That's my partner in crime. We sat down in his office, and this was like right after we got the stay-at-home order, where it was, hey, you can't even meet in groups over 50 at the time. And we were just trying to sit down and figure out, how can we continue building community when you can't come to where the community is? And we're throwing out ideas, and it hit me like testimony service. And I don't mean like the old school dusty testimony service. You know, the one where folks stand up, I thank the Lord for being here. Thank the Lord for life, health, and strength. Thank the Lord for waking me up this morning, clothes in my right mind, starting me on my way. Thank the Lord for shoes on my feet, clothes on my back, food on my table. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. I know y'all know that line by now. We're not talking about that where Sister Johnson sings her own version of a song she wrote on the way to church. But the reality was, growing up, testimony service was where you got to know people. You find out who they were, what their personality was like, some of the stuff they went through, some of the things they're still going through. And even though they weren't necessarily talking to you one-on-one, it enabled you to form a bond with them. And our goal was like, how do we take testimony service and flip it into the 21st century? And that's kind of where this idea came up. We started coming up with a list of people like, man, this would be kind of hot to interview them and maybe have them tell some of their testimony. Pastor Jason started reaching out, connecting with those people. And then he did the thing that really set this off, and that was reaching out to Minister Rhonda. And whether y'all know or not, she used to interview like bigwigs back in the day. She used to hang out with Belle Biv DeVoe. She'd be interviewing P. Diddy, doing a bunch of stuff. I think she was in the Salt and Pepper video. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. She wasn't in that video, but she used to hang out with a lot of them and do a lot of this interviewing. So this is a natural fit for her. And I think as you watch it, you can see, man, we absolutely picked the right person for the right job. So again, I want to say major thanks to Pastor Jason for your collaboration, and for Minister Rhonda, just for you being you and bringing that passion and that joy to these interviews. So I'm going to take you over to my computer. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we do and kind of how it works on a week-to-week basis. Come check it out. All right. So the process for 10-Minute Tuesdays is actually pretty simple. Pastor Jason and I had already created a list of people we knew we wanted to interview when we started this. And we've given that to Minister Rhonda, and she's reaching out to people and setting up times for them to connect with her on a conferencing system called Zoom. And Zoom is absolutely amazing, especially for this project. So what she does is she takes that file, sends it over to me via email, and then what I'm going to do now is download that from my email, bring it into my computer, and we're going to drop that over into Final Cut Pro to start doing some editing. So when I first started working on this and putting the video together, one of the big things was branding. It was trying to create something that would be looked at like a television show, something that people could tune into every week, know exactly what's happening and what they're going to get, and that would grab them from the jump. And the idea was it would be every Tuesday. We know that the average social media attention span is about 10 to 15 minutes. So, hey, if we can stay around 10 minutes, it'll be on Tuesday. Man, that's got a nice ring to it, 10-Minute Tuesdays. And that's really how that got launched right there. In addition to that, we wanted a great intro, something that would really grab people's attention. So here, we were able to put together a video, and I was able to take stuff that we had shot in the past from previous events, testimonies, bits of the worship team, Pastor Marcus speaking, the children's church, youth evolution. We tried to grab a bit of everything to kind of show who we are as a church, along with utilizing the words light, life, and love, which are so important and such a big part of our mission for what we're doing here in Milwaukee. Now, here's the thing. Our senior pastor, Pastor Marcus, he's a different type of pastor. He has a very old school, traditional mentality, from a worship and a prayer and walking in the office of a prophet. But he's also very progressive. And if you listen to him and you talk to him for any length of time, you're liable to hear some hip hop references. I know he did spoken word back in the day. He's done rap. So one of the things was to try to find some music for this intro that kind of fit the vibe that, I feel like we as a church, and specifically him as a pastor, might have. And when I found this track right here, it told me, oh, we absolutely need to let this ride. Like, I can see him in the car listening to something like this, just breaking out a freestyle. But I feel like that really just captured the momentum and the movement that we're in at this period of time. Now, over this way, this video that I'm working on is actually going to be for First Lady Crystal Arrington. So really happy and excited for her. Glad to be able to learn more about her story. And the goal is to take what Rhonda did here, and it looks like she's given me about 20 minutes. Yeah, she's got me about 20 minutes of stuff that we got to cut down. Now, it's the First Lady, so we might leave more than 10 minutes on this week because y'all probably need a bit more of that one. But you want to cut it down in such a way that it still tells a cohesive story, that you still hit a lot of the highlights, but also keeping it condensed enough so that you don't lose people's attention and that they don't leave before finishing the video. So that's kind of the challenge for me as the editor. But really excited about working on this. Going to start putting this together, and this will be up in about 2 weeks. So we've got Elder Kinwan coming up Tuesday. So again, check that out. 10 a.m. Tuesday morning, that'll launch. And then the week after, we have First Lady Crystal Arrington. You're definitely not going to want to miss some of the stuff that she has going on and that she'll be talking about. Is really going to bless you. Please tune in. Know that we're here. We love you. We're looking forward to presenting more stuff like this. We've got Youth Evolution launching on Fridays now. We're working on some movement with LG where they're going to be doing something during the week. You got Pastor Marcus Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with prayer. We are a church on the move, and it's not about the building because, again, we are the church, and the body of Christ is out here. We'll talk to you soon.